Everybody sharing my updates about my build is insane, absolutely crazy. The spark can go with above 100 and trigger even 2 times, and again more, depends on the percentage. So here you can see, just take a look. Oh, party. Oh, no. Oh my god, it's nuts. It triggers so many times. I should wait. Now keep in mind, you're actually using the small ones to eliminate the big one. So you want the small ones to be near the big one. I'm going to show you, of course, what I'm using right now so you can actually see. After I'm going to show you some gameplay and explanation. Here is more spark magic. Now keep in mind that I have Runic Invocation, which is the strongest one, but I still don't need it because the spark is so powerful. But just in case I need it, I'm going to instantly wipe a group of enemies. I mean, it's so powerful that I can be even... Basically, it's OP. So here I was actually a bit jumping more than actually using a technique with just using the melee. And there's actually a thing you can do with the melee, but just holding the right... mouse button and the left one, and basically just stay very close to enemies. If it's a big enemy, they won't be able even to hit you. That's crazy. I'm going to show you. Now I also added lightning Aegis as well, which buffs my lightning damage, and I put 2 of them, so I have higher chance for this to trigger. And again, this is why it's important to pay attention to the idols. There's some crazy ones out there that can really, just a small tweak there can make your build from good from insanely powerful. That's how important it is, especially when it comes to spark. When you do it above 100 and you have a chance to get even 2 trigger of the sparks, it's exponentially insane damage that you won't believe it. You actually saw it just a few seconds ago. The reason I had the option to jump, because I can just jump from one side to the other. You can actually jump even above obstacles, but it's very good against some bosses. You can just, when they do their attack, you can actually jump to the other side. So it's very, very useful to have this little jump. Now, grouping enemies is still like amazing, but again, even if they get close and you're just meleeing, you're going to destroy them. If they come close to you, and many enemies are aggressive, and that actually scales well against their aggression, because if they come to you, they're gonna die. It's a kind of mixer. You just mix everybody, the damage gets very higher because of the spark, and they die instantly. So the more aggressive they are, the better this build scales. So you want lots of enemies, you want them to be aggressive, but just in case, you know, some of them kind of hit you a bit from far, you can actually group them together, like you see here, and all of them just die instantly because the damage is crazy. Again, also when I use my flame rush, I can just move faster after I exit it, and when I do it and go into the enemies, I get the fast attack as well, which give me that extra that I need. This is from the experimental item. Now, in terms of damage, again, keep getting higher and higher. Sometimes I lower it a bit to have some better synergies. But basically, you can see I get to, I think there's one here that goes to, I think, this is crazy, 65,000, something like that. Item that allows me to have 2.1, in my case, seconds of haste after I used traversal skill. And I also have 26% increased effect of the haste, and also 48% effect. So I can get out and just move fast after that, or attack fast when I'm engaging. You can see that technique, basically I'm holding in the melee and with the left mouse button, then moving with the right to move around. Basically, it doesn't matter if it's small enemy or big enemy, most of them won't be able to hit me at all. This is kind of a technique I'm just demonstrating, so I can just move around and they miss all the time. I'm just kind of moving around them. This is a fantastic technique. Work great against even bosses, but again, bosses have some great AoE that can catch you, but most of the regular enemies, if they're even big, you'll be able to kind of dodge many of their attacks. Keep in mind, with my current build, this was kind of a before I made an update, I'm able to delete them now like in 2 seconds max. Here it takes a bit more, but this is before I update, and I got lots of damage and faster attack, of course. That makes it so much faster because of the ticks of the spark. Keep in mind also generating lots of word when I'm actually engaging. It's going to be even better Just need to find good items and kind of create some nice crafting. I'm still working on it. I haven't done it just yet. Basically, again, you're not scared of anything. You can jump in. Just make sure that you have resistance just in case, of course. But basically, I'm just getting into, this is to the face with my katana, which is the one that I'm actually using. I have several of them, like 5 of them. I'm just using the one that I feel like is performing best. So because I'm not maneuvering around a lot, I'm basically the DPS is insane because I'm spending more time dealing damage. It's just trying to avoid getting hit, basically. I want them to come to me. I want them to come to me, so I'm coming to them, actually. I'm initiating them, and that's why the damage is even higher, because you're not kind of spending time in between for whatever. Also, the Flame Rush is very, very snappy. You just snap into enemies and it's very satisfying. Once I have even better cooldown, I'm gonna do it like, I'm gonna have it like almost all the time. The cooldown is fast, as you can see at the bottom when I press R, but still, I want it a bit faster, so we can just spam it. And then it would be like the ultimate one. Of course, I get buffed when I'm exiting it, but it's just make traversal in engaging with enemies very fast, because you want to continue hitting them. Yeah, so super satisfying, basically. You can see I'm using now all the enemies to just eliminate the one that gets out. Look at that. He's out. Thank you, minions. Here, for example, you can see I'm just going, holding the left, or the right and the left, just moving. The other one gets into the mixer, and he's out. I deliberately don't use invocations here, just so you can see. See, I'm just sticking. Most of the time you won't be able to hit me at all. You see, I told you with the big enemies, I'm just hitting him. I can just go around them. If you have stun, by the way, lots of stun, which I have, by the way, one sword, I'm not using it here. They won't be able to do anything at all, because you're going to stun them like crazy. I have one with close to 400%, which basically I'm stunning everything. On hit, not just on melee. So all these sparks just keep hitting, so everybody is stunned. So it's crazy. Again, this is the footage before I actually made an update to become even more tanky, but nonetheless, I built this build to go face when it comes to bosses. They can do whatever they like. Sometimes, of course, it's I need to get out. There are situations, but again, I'm gonna make sure to tackle this as well. But basically, I'm just going face and just dealing lots of damage, generating tons of wards. I'm gonna generate, by the way, even more. I actually didn't use, sometimes you need to make changes for bosses to have items. I haven't used this. This is for regular runs, so I can even generate more and change some idols to generate basically much more word, so I can just go even more face. I haven't done it here, but it is possible. So just in case you go to the boss, you make the changes, so you can just get even tons, because this is unlimited. You have endless amount of word. There's no cap. So I really want this to be as high as possible. But basically, that's what you can do. Just stay in the face, for example, of Shade of Rubis, and I don't care about what it does. No more boss, I'm just going face most of the time. Sometimes I need to get out a bit, but I'm gonna patch this as well. But as you can see here, straight to the face until it's finished. Alright, I'm gonna quickly all over the things. Basically, this one is for getting the spark. The reason I chose it because of the 33. I might even remove it so I can apply it for the spark later, but I need several of them to upgrade it, so I'm not doing it right now. I need spark, lots of sparks, basically, buffs. This is because it has lots of critical strike chance, I'm using it. Overall, it's a good one, but not great, but still enough for now. Katana, I have several of them. The reason I have one for stuns, you can look at here. The stun chance is good because it's for hits, not just for melee. The other one is for melee. So of course they are combined. If I use melee, you want stun because you want the spark to hit, so the stun. So this is really, really good to have increased stun chance in general, not just for the melee. This one is very, very good. However, I need fast attack speed. So hopefully I'm going to combine this one with something else so I can get both fast attack. Right now I'm actually getting the attack by using this one, the haste. After the traversal, they give me, I think, 20% extra at attack speed. I'm going to show you in a moment. and basically I wanted lots of things like shred armor, for example. So where I get actually the stun here. By the way, I have several katanas, even more here. Look at these gloves, insane gloves. Increase melee stun chance, 20. But again, this is melee. All right, 20 and 27, crazy. Melee stun duration, armor, health. This is absolutely crazy. You don't need the leech armor. If you need the leech, you're already dead with this build because all the enemies are going to come to you. So we rely on lots of word generation. So this is basically what it's doing. If I want to move fast, look at the speed. I'm going to see the animation soon. If I traverse, see, I get extra speed after that. All right. So this, when I move, it allows me to move fast. And if I engage, this is my attack. If I engage, I have faster attack. All right. This is the haste. All right. So the reason that it's actually relatively long is because I have 48% effect of haste on you. All right. I think you can increase it also with the skill, which I haven't done. Skill tree I haven't done yet, I think. And I also have 26% increased effect of haste on you. So basically 17% extra, which is nice. More time to use it. Yeah, good. Here, this is pretty bad, but I'm going to change it. I wanted, this is for, before I got really, I needed a bit extra to stay alive. Now I don't need it, so I'm going to replace it. But yeah, that's what I used. This one for the spark, for increasing the damage, increasing the lightning damage, increasing the size of the spark. It's insane. You can see when you can teleport, you apply a spark charge. But I'm not using teleport. I don't need it. Really, just one hit and everybody's gone. So why do I need it? And this is more versatile for me because if I pass also through enemies, I can do the spark. So I prefer that one by far. Yeah, by the way, you can use both teleport and this one because they share the same cooldown. This one is this is insane. This is super OP. First of all, you can see you have legendary potential. If you get it even with more, it's amazing. Why? Look at the perk. When you use a movement or time travel skill, all stats on this item are tripled, right? So look at us here. This is movement, you see? So when I use it, everything here is tripled. So if you use the cash to add a new one, that other one for 4 seconds after traversal will triple. This is crazy. You see me, the armor is triple right now, yeah? Increased melee stun chance is triple. Oh, sorry. What I'm talking about. Sorry, my bad. This means that mana is triple. I wish there was the other one. Increased mana regen. Mana spend gained as ward is triple. So when I'm actually attacking, I'm getting more ward, which is very important for me to stay alive. Spell damage is triple. I get close to 180. Insane. And of course, if I'm going to combine with the cash, I can have more put inside here that will be tripled as well. This one again, I need to replace it for endurance. Before that, I needed it. It's kind of an alarm. Just if I get low, it won't I won't die instantly. But right now, I'm pretty tanky, so it's not really that important. I'm going to find something else. This one, you can see the damage, for example, if I look at here and if I remove it, you can see a pretty big difference. You can see because of the 30% spell lightning damage, which is great. Of course, it's all across the board. Yeah, and generate ward. Yeah, it's not really perfect for my build, but it works well, so I stay with it. It's not perfect. I'm going to replace it at some point. Yeah, other than that, this is what I use. Retention, again, I don't want this to get down. So if I remove this one, it start falling down. No, I want to be at some point. Also have retention. Aegis give me 40% once Aegis triggers, 40% for the elemental damage, which is good all across the board with the spark, with the lighting, with everything. And basically, I need the good chance. So you can see that I have 8% here and 9% here. All right, so 17% overall, which is nice. Yeah, this is crit, apply spark. This is extra spark charge on melee hit. All right, so you can trigger. So you can trigger it sometimes trigger twice. Yeah, so let me show you quickly the skill. Right, I'm not going to jump into it, explain, but I'm going to show you. You can actually pause it. See, I'm also going to make changes as I play. I'm kind of playing with this. This is what I use. runemaster. All right, so we can pause and check it out. So this is it. Again, working amazingly well. Remember, that's what I do. I engage. I start hitting melee. Even just melee is enough to eliminate all enemies. But I can, of course, use this one. This is crazy powerful. It triggers all the... But again, I need the 3 of them to really trigger all of them and this insane damage. But of course, I get it very, very fast because I need it. You see? I can just spam it all together because when I traverse, of course, I get it instantly. It's very, very fast. And I can also pull enemies towards me with this one. So what I do, this is just utility for me. Basically, if there are enemies around me, if I want to pull them, so the spark will do its magic. That's why I want a bigger area for this, which I want to upgrade. And basically, when I click it, all the enemies in this area will be pulled towards me, and it's going to be, a mixer. So I want it to be in a large area, preferably filling the screen. Hopefully going to get at least close to it. So I need to increase the area. All right. Yeah, and this one, of course, for generating, reducing damage and generating more words just in case. Of course, with other things. And most of the time, even not using it because it's so powerful, but I'm already so powerful. But again, if I need it, bosses, or I also have the jump. So I can, if the boss starts attacking me, I don't going to walk to the other side. I can just jump. Right? I can just jump. So really, it's just, it feels great. All right. Yeah. And that's the changes that I made. I'm going to make updates. I'm going to share with you. So make sure to subscribe. That's a lot for this video. Thanks for watching.